and I'm hardcore Twitch gaming.
It's on my phone.
What's up, everybody? Rick is running late, sadly. Got home from work. We're gonna have to start without. Welcome back to the community round. Today is a very special topic. We had a bunch of guys from upstate go out to Chicago for Frosty Faustings, and got a few people. We got a TO. We have a top eighter. We have a Jacko that got a compliment from one of the best Jackos in the business. We got a dude that did a really sick cosplay.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say about me.
Yes. So wait for Rick to get here. Show some we'll go over the pictures first. Probably go over them again.
Yeah.
So most of these I got these Chris sent me a big batch of pictures. And I noticed
I just took random pictures.
yeah, there's good ones though.
Here, let me
Alright.
get multi-twitch real quick.
And sadly, before we start, Jeremy was feeling under the weather. He could not make it. He sent me pictures as
Aw.
well.
Oh,
So we'll start with some of Chris's pictures. I saw some SNK stuff. Yep, was it CVS 2 that I saw?
Yeah, just a bunch of caps with different games in them.
Saw
Dang,
CVS 2.
Check it out.
Saw. Let's see in there. Get a picture of the Third Strike cab,
I mean, they're all the...
or did they just have them all loaded into one cab?
No, they're like all like candy cabs, like Astro City, Blast City, and stuff like that. So it's just different games in them.
Oh yeah, I did see the.
Some are probably multis.
It was funny because it was near to like some of the Smash setups, and they're like, "Oh, what fucking game is everyone popping off about?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's the Gundam game." And you're like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool." Yeah.
Playing Gundam.
You play Gundam? What's
Was it Gundam or
Yeah,
Virtual
M-Bomb.
On?
It was
No,
Gundam. It was
M-Bomb.
like
No, it's Gundam.
Gundam?
No, it's
Yeah,
Gundam. It's one of the Gundam
it was
games.
Gundam on like Thursday.
it's maximum boost on.
Yep.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, Gundam's insane. Those players are wild.
I was watching the game. I haven't seen Street Fighter.
So are these like community photos or like photos of?
So, I kind of just put them all together. I tried
Oh,
to
it's me.
pair them. Yeah, it's you. See, he did Soul Bad Guy from River City Girls 2, not Guilty Gear.
That's a good picture. I'm
And
still
just-
pissed we didn't get it at an angle, but I like how it turned out.
Pretty good. So, let's start out. So, I know what games you guys play, but what games did you guys play while you were there? For the people that don't know. Start with whoever wants to go first.
That's like no one.
You should name each
That's-
person and then go from there.
Okay, if you want
I
to do
agree.
it that way, let's start with Jack because he had that answer.
I've played Smashy Bros Ultimate and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Get fun.
Man, you're just using all my photos.
You sent me like
Well-
30. I couldn't help it.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But
Okay.
like, I enjoyed seeing all the Grand Blue boys. It's always a treat seeing them. Smash I didn't do too well in. I'm still pissed about it, but yeah, I still had fun that weekend.
At least you had fun. That's the goal. Have fun, man.
Yeah.
Well,
And there's
Chris,
Jeremy.
what did you play?
Well, I only got to play Vampire Savior in Street Fighter V because of how Saturday went. I had to DQ from DNF and Super Turbo. Sad about-
Really?
Yeah, because they were both going on around top 8, so I had to drop out of both of them.
Yeah, I had to do that too with Toho Top Point Free because it was conflicting with my Smash bracket, and I also couldn't do doubles because basically how the cosplay contest worked was you can come in and like judge your cosplay, and then they told me, yeah, we'll do the cosplay contest winners / walk off after Smash Top 8. And I'm like, yeah, that's gonna take a while. And I was right. It did take a while. We were like half hour late. So I definitely missed Smash Ultimate Doubles.
Okay. Capconian, what about you, my friend?
Alright, here we go. So, I signed up. So first of all the games I couldn't make it because I noticed all the discrepancies. I couldn't make it for Rumblefish, I couldn't make it for Virtua Fighter, and I couldn't make it for Koihime. Especially because of a specific reason that I will say later. I did enter Fantasy Strike, but that was on Thursday, and I came too late to the venue by the time it started running. I went for Super Turbo. I went for Dive Kick, in which I was also the TO for. I went for Guilty Gear Plus R. I played the team tournament for Exert and for Strive.
Busy man.
Oh, and I played Killer Instinct. And I played Injustice 2.
Super busy
Jesus.
man. Holy shit.
Oh, this is actually a slow major for me.
Really?
So slow.
Yeah. People who know me know that I enter a lot of games. This is the least I've ever entered.
It's crazy. I can barely handle 2. And again, every
I
time
get-
I enter 2 games, they fucking overlap each other.
Most I did was 4. And that was Frosty Faustine's last year.
I get bored real quick. I like to play a lot of games.
That's fair. Last but not least, Marquise, what did you play while you were at Frosty, my friend?
I only entered Strive. I wish I entered something else. Well, it sort of worked out with how Strive when I was able to not play any games on Saturday and just root for everyone. So I got to really be a spectator, which was fun.
So, one of you wants to volunteer first? I know you all have stories. I'd rather have somebody who wants to go first than just pick somebody at random.
I can probably go first.
Okay, go ahead. This
Alright, I
is
got
this
it.
is Sovereign,
Damn it.
Saiyan Mario Jack.
Okay, so when are we getting, Chris? Like first day? I think first day.
Yeah.
So first day, we all fly in. Most of us got the same flight. We get an Uber, and it was an agreement between all of us since I was the last one to be in Jeremy's room. I had to sleep on the floor. I'm like, okay, I don't mind sleeping on the floor. As long I can sleep pretty much anywhere as long as I have a pillow, a blanket, and my headphones. We get to the venue. We unpack all our bags. I play for a little bit. Talk to the Grand Blue Boys for a little bit. It's like 2 a.m. I'm really fucking tired. I got pools at, I think, 11 or 10 a.m. And they're like, and I'm like, okay, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow or later today. I'm gonna go to bed early. Walk up to the venue. They're watching Rick and Morty.
Nice.
But, like, from what they told me, they were originally watching Metalocalypse. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I began to lay down. Find out there's no blanket for me. The hotel didn't provide us with extra blankets. And they were also all out of extra blankets.
Okay.
So I'm like, that sucks. Luckily, Hectic Ion's like, hey man, you can borrow my blanket. I'm like, okay, you're a homie, thank you so much. So I get my blanket, I got my pillow. I'm trying to sleep, but like, I'm a very specific sleeper. I really can't sleep just like a small amount of light or a small amount of sound, which is on me. It's like a weird me thing. But Jeremy, all the homies were helping me out. They're like giving me like sleep mask and shit. Everyone starts falling asleep. I can't sleep for whatever reason. Someone starts snoring. And I'm not gonna say who it was because I don't know who it was. Next thing I know, 2 a.m. turns into 3 a.m. turns to 4 a.m. Like, where the fuck are my headphones? And then I remembered. I left my headphones at the Grand Blue setup. So in order to get them, I had to get in the elevator. No, wake everyone up. Ask for a key card, which I didn't want to do. Get in the elevator, go down to the venue, walk through security, find my headphones, walk back, enter the room, and probably wake everyone up again. So eventually I just like sucked it up, kept trying to sleep. 4 a.m. turned to 5 a.m. turned to 6 a.m. turned to 7 a.m. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the fucking venue early. So I took a shower, set my alarm because I did promise, I think Drex, so I'd wake him up at 8 or 9 or something. Because everyone also had early pool, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head to the venue early. Blah 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 blah. Take a shower, leave. I show up to the venue. My friend Slash GG, he walks up to me. He's like, hey man, how you doing? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Also, apparently, I flooded the bathroom.
Nice.
Because the
I
fucking...
knew there was going to be something exciting about this story.
I'll explain that. It's
boy.
it's
You want to explain it?
it's
Yeah.
not it's really not his fault.
Is it your
Oh, so
fault?
now it's not
Keep
my
going.
fault.
Your
It's
fault?
really not your fault. It's not his fault.
No,
We'll
no, no.
explain.
No, they blamed me. Because they're
Well,
like,
we
Jack,
didn't.
why the
We didn't
fuck
know.
did you blame them?
We
But
didn't
just
know
for the
until after the
bathroom.
fact.
And I'm like... I literally told myself when I entered the bathroom and saw the shower, it's gonna flood. And they're gonna fucking blame me. And I called it.
The first person that went in was gonna get blamed.
It's not my fault I didn't get any sleep.
Interesting twist.
Well, wait, hold on. You said you went to get to. You probably meant to say you needed to get up early, but you said you were gonna go to sleep early. How is 2 a.m. early with jet lag?
Look, I was Grand Blue Gaming, and when I stopped gaming, I'm like, wow, it's 2 a.m. I gotta get to bed. And then my body just hit me the surplus of, like, sleepiness. I'm also young, and I'm also not, like, 40, like everyone else in the room, in my defense.
Well, 30, but go on, I guess.
You know what I mean. I know you guys aren't actually 40. The story continues. But I'll let Chris explain the shower story. We all get breakfast, and I'm like, wow, I can't stop using the bathroom. And it's like bad. And I have pools at like 12 p.m. Next thing I know, my entire fucking... Also, the hotel room was awful. Like, the hotel food was awful. Those would be like the worst hash browns and like eggs I've ever seen in my life. And me and Chris also got like, what did we get that we didn't like?
That was the last day. Don't worry about that. I'll explain that. I'll explain that.
You explain that? Okay, you'll explain that. And I'm like, fuck, these are awful. You know I'm down bad when I'm having coffee. Because I do not like coffee. So I was like double downing, taking shots of coffee and apple juice. And that was like my entire breakfast / lunch the entire day. It was fucked because like I go into every set, I had to use it, take a shit, play my set, take a shit, and it kept going. It wouldn't stop. It was bad.
Jesus
I don't know how I
Christ.
lived.
The fuck?
I wish I had
What?
your life.
I
Dude,
know,
God
right?
want me fucking dead. God want me dead. He wanted me dead that day. Somehow I did okay in Grand Blue, but I didn't make it out pool, so I'm not satisfied with it. Smash it did awful.
Get him
I was just happy it was over, because then I'm like, okay, now I can actually relax and hopefully not die.
Fair enough. Also, make a note, Jack is the one that saved Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
I did save Grand Blue Fantasy versus just me, no one else. Nope.
That time he went to a Smash tournament and had the Grand Blue sign that got smashed on stage, saved it for you.
Yep.
Alright, well, That was a interesting turn of events for a story, my friend.
Yeah, I
Started
call that
off
story.
with headphones and then flooding a bathroom and drinking apple juice.
And then like, for some reason, having used the bathroom like 10 fucking times, and I wasn't taking a piss either. Like I had to go number 2, as they say on the streets. It was bad.
Didn't need to know that.
All right, keep that shit to yourself. All right,
We can
so-
have conversations about that later if you want.
yeah after hours.
All right, all
Alright,
right, Chris.
So
Since like my story goes in tandem with yours, you can tell the shower story.
Okay, well, I can't remember when we went to bed. We had the pizza.
It was
and
like
then,
2 a.m.-ish, because
Mm,
we were all gearing up for bed when I came in.
I remember we got there and we didn't get there uber late.
We got there like around 7 to 8.
Yeah, no, we weren't. I don't recall being up till 2 a.m.
Trust me.
I know you were.
I
remember.
recall it.
I could have been half awake watching Rick and Morty because I just turned something on. I just turned Cartoon Network on because I don't know what the hell else was on. Okay, so the shower thing. Yes, it wasn't your fault that the place got flooded because literally, okay, the bathroom and the shower, it's just flat surface.
Mhm.
There's no dip where the drain is to allow the water to go into the drain. It's just flat. So the water and yeah, it's just a curtain. So the water, what we tried to do is after Jack, we tilted the shower head to the right, so it would spray against the wall and not out, but there's nothing blocking us, the water's just gonna seep out. Some of it probably could have been avoided by putting towels down. That's what I ended up doing when I showered. When it was my turn, I just laid towels down under the sink so the water wouldn't seep through. But okay, there was like 5 of us in that room, and that room is not that big. Why were you singing?
What was I saying?
You were singing in the shower, and it
Look.
woke us all up.
Look, man.
And now
I like music when I shower because
No,
helps
I
me
had-
take that time.
I get that, but like, you're not.
Why were y'all
done by
snoring?
yourself. Yeah, here's the thing: we can't control that, but you can control singing in the shower with a bunch of people sleeping.
To be fair, I didn't know I was singing.
Dude, you were singing out loud, like we all heard you.
God damn it. Not only did
Like,
you
what-
clog the shower and the toilet, you fucking was caught singing in the.
I did not
Yeah.
fuck the toilet.
You were no, he did not. But yeah, you had your music. We heard your music clearly. We heard you singing clearly.
My bad.
Like it wasn't like, oh, is that? It was like, no, that's Jack singing.
Funny.
And I'm not doing this to make fun of you. I am telling you that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
Oh no, you didn't tell us like what we also did.
Interesting
Oh, there's-
story.
No. Like we were
It's not
developing like our
over.
own fucking meta game for the shower. Like Hunter discovered that like if you had like 2 fucking faucets, like one was like the actual faucet, the other one was like the handle faucet.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
like the pressure for it.
Yeah,
or
the
something.
pressure. If you do it like slightly up, it turns down the water so it can go down the drain better.
Yeah.
And we also we did what Chris did and like built like a makeshift fucking dam out of like towels.
Mhm.
And we had the faucet face the wall, and that shit still wasn't working.
Yeah, no, it was legit awful.
And it also didn't help that like the venue was hot as balls. So
It's
like
everything, man.
yeah, let's just be frosty this
Not
year.
not really because of the venue. It's because of all the people.
It's-
Like
That's
when
what
I went.
mean. Like,
It's the main ballroom that was
Yeah.
warm. Everywhere else it was pretty cold.
Yeah, because you had like 500 people and it's shoved in there like sardines.
Sardines,
It's
yeah.
gonna be hot.
that's fair. Say Evo was hot as fuck last.
Yeah.
All right, so enough of the shower stories. Damn it.
That's what the people want
That's
though.
what the people want. That's what Piffy wants.
Well, if that's what y'all want, my stories are gonna be very uneventful.
I want to hear your stories, but I want to hear your stories mainly because You TO'd a game at a major, which I find interesting.
Do you want me to like go from the beginning of everything,
Yes.
or like do you want me to talk about how I started TOing?
I want to save that for a different stream.
Okay, all right, no
Because
problem.
So this originally started out as interviews. I never got to interview you, so we're gonna bring you back and we're gonna run you through the interview.
Okay.
So I want to. What's it like to TO? I guess. What's it like just to TO at a major? I guess that's the only question I'll ask right now.
For the record, I TO a side event game. I don't TO a main game. So it's a bit different because main games, there's multiple pools. This is the first year Dive Kick ever got more than one pool. We had 26 entries.
Okay.
Which, believe it or not, is a lot more than a lot of other side games. So, you want my general opinion about the whole TOing thing?
Yeah.
You have to understand that I only TO once a year, and it's only for this game at that main. That is it.
Still counts.
Yeah, true. For the most part, it always feels overwhelming, and I always feel like I have deer in headlights, but when it ends, I am incredibly happy because everything happened. And I get incredibly sad because I have to wait a whole year once I get the feeling of playing that game once again. Because I like talking about Dive Kick. I like it when people make jokes or make fun of the game, but at least I know people know the game exists. Or they know that for some reason or somehow I am a proxy of like talking about the game. So I always feel happy that I see my game on stream. I'm always happy that everything works out, even with complications, but I just get incredibly sad that I have to wait 364 more days before I get to play my game at that level again.
Right. Now, do you have any stories that are close to what Jack just told me?
If you want me, if you want me to give you a story about how my room sucked or how everything sucked, I am sorry to tell you that is not a thing for me.
Well, you see, that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
My stories will be more of the emotional kind and more of things that went through my head at the time I was
All right, so
doing all.
let me give me your most memorable story from this year's Frosty Fausting.
Just running Dive Kicking.
Other than running Dive Kick.
All right. I made top 48 in Plus R.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
means a lot to me because you have to understand that when I played Plus R, no one played Plus R. In PR, no one played Plus R. I only played Plus R with 2 people in Rochester. That was it. And then Rollback came. And when Rollback came, I grinded the fuck out of that game. Like, hard. I got chosen for 25v25. I got to represent, like, Northeast for a team tournament. Just full of killers. I got to do a lot for Plus R. But I haven't been practicing, like, at all. I just haven't been interested in competing or anything. I basically came to Frosty just to Dive Kick. Like, Plus R for me is like a second priority, a very distant second. And it's like, I had a curse. Every time I played Plus R, in Sea Otaku and in Frosty, I got Axle Mirrors, and I always 2-2'd. Those were my curses. This year was interesting. I did get an Axle Mirror. I had to fight the same guy twice, but I beat him twice. But all I got was good matchup. I usually end up playing a Chip, or I get to play like one of those like top 3 players because of bad seeds or whatever, quote unquote. I got to go on stream. I got to make top 48, and I actually discovered something after the tournament. The guy that beat me, I lost to that guy last round, last game on a pixel on a pixel decision that person had to make. That individual made top 8.
Damn.
And
That hurts.
if I would have won, I would have had to play Joe Biden. Which would have been horrible for me because even though Chip Axel is not that bad in Plus R, I still hate playing that.
That's fair.
And that dude's
What?
ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I played Biden. He's really good. But I am incredibly proud because not only did I break my curses, but I got out of pools for Plus R. That made me happy. Another thing that I really want to talk about is my experience with ST was the best. You missed it, man. Those TLs don't mess around. It's like it's like I had to play one match and then the TL immediately was on me and was like, "Go on, we need you on stream." And I'm like, "Okay, I gotta go on stream." I basically played my entire ST bracket on stream. I had like 2 more matches, and I would have made it out of pool.
Yeah, I was busy, so I couldn't do it, and I forgot to tell them that I needed to be DQ'd.
Same with Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct, I did great. Like, I've never gotten that far ever. I was like a match or 2 before leaving pool. I was happy. I was super happy. Overall, I just had a great experience. Me and my friends went to get like vegan pizza. Like, really, there's really nothing interesting for me to say except that I met my friends. I did the things. Like, for me, it was more of an emotional thing more than weird story.
Okay. Awesome though. Especially considering you got top 48 and Plus R. It's fucking sick.
I am surprised too, because I've just been playing Warframe for the past 5 months.
Another good game. Alright. I'm gonna save Chris D for last, because I have some special questions. As he probably already...
I kind of
Oh
figured.
dear.
Marquise, I know you're playing right now, but... What's your most memorable moment from this year's Frosty Fausting for you?
Well, this was like my first major, or like the first time I really traveled for like a multi-day tournament, and the whole experience was just, it was just so great to just be around like a lot of Strive players, a lot of Strive gamers. I think the most memorable moment for me was all of the casuals I got to play against like some of the top players who just washed me. It was like a real humbling experience, and it just made me aware of like the gap between like an intermediate player and like a top player. But
What's up, Elder Goose?
what was that?
And what's up, Elder Goose is in that.
Oh. So that was crazy, and just playing with Ed, and Ed was really nice. I ain't beat him a single game that whole weekend, but he said nice things about me, so I'm just like, I don't know what he talking about, but I'll take it. But it was a great experience overall. Oh shit. You got me command grab.
Alex game is right there.
That's what happened when you ask me questions.
Sorry. So, other than that, is there anything? Because I saw that tweet. I saw you post it.
Yeah, you know,
Fucking sick.
so what happened with the tweet was so I played Ed in casuals, and I think he beat me like 5-0 or whatever. And then I ran into him before our pulls, and we was talking about our match, and he was like, even though I beat you, I can tell that like you play, like every decision you make is like intentional. Like you're not. He was pretty much saying I'm not random. He was like, you actually like know what you're trying to do. It's just I beat you or whatever. And I'm like, oh, alright, cool. Then I asked him about like some matchup stuff. Anyways, we play in bracket, and I knew how it was gonna go based on like how the casuals went. I was like, yeah, this is about to be a clean 3-0. Like I didn't learn a single thing from the casuals, so he about to wash me. He gets the 3-0, and he turns to me and he's like, I don't know how to say this without sound like a dick. I'm like, what is he about to say to me? And then he says, you are one of the most promising Jackals I've ever played against. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, your decisions in neutral and like your reactions to like my dashes and things like that, like they're so good. And even though the score says that it's 3-0, like I had to use my brain more in this 3-0 than I had to do in some like 3-2 matches. And I was like, oh wow, like thank you. And then after we get up, like I turned back to Chris and Jeremy and just telling them about like how I expected to lose. And then he taps, Ed comes back and he's like, what's your tag again? Like, I'm gonna be looking out for you. And then I told him, and then that's when he made the tweet afterwards. So I guess he wanted my tag to make the tweet, but I had no idea he was gonna do that. And he was like, I'll be looking out for you. And I was like, wow, thank you. And it was really nice, especially because like I'm very competitive. So like the idea of like another like Jacko player being like better than me just like bothered me, because I just want to be like the best. But I accepted that he is way out of my league. But I think that moment right there just showed like you may not be the best Jacko, and that might not be the most important thing ever, but like the Jacko players gotta all support each other, and it was like a little heartfelt
Yeah.
moment there. But it's like always like the idea like I want to be the number one of this character, so I'm not watching anybody else's tech. I'm gonna just do my own thing and try to um get it my way. And I think talking to Ed and playing with Ed just changed my whole mentality on that.
Awesome. But so I'm gonna there's a picture. This picture right here of this guy. Medal around his neck.
Oh no, not
yeah,
that picture.
Yes, I got the picture. So the
I wish I
deal-
took a better one. Oh my god,
the
my
deal
hair
with
is
this
atrocious.
the deal with this picture is
Oh god.
anytime you talk shit about yourself on Twitter again about Street Fighter V, I am posting this picture in the section.
That's mad funny.
I will follow you.
So
Oh my god.
I better not see you trashing yourself on Street Fighter ever again, my friend. You did something that most of us will never do. That's you made a top 8 in Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5. I expect to see it again in 6. But yeah, this picture will forever haunt you.
Oh, Chris.
So, also, look at he's such a handsome man, eating his French fries. But no, seriously, like, how does it feel, dude? Like, how did it feel? I know in the moment I saw you throw your head down, everything like that, but after you collected yourself, how did it feel to place? Not just top 8, I think you got 4th.
Yeah, it was
So
my
you were upper half. How does it feel?
it was very I want to say very liberating and very like vindicating of like how much hard work I've been putting in. Probably like pre and post pandemic of like how hard I've been trying to grind in this game. Sorry.
You're fine.
No, it's just hard. It's just hard to put into words like what I've been feeling and like what exactly I've been dealing with outside fighting games, because as you can see, how I've been dealing with my anxiety and self-esteem has bled into fighting games, and it's not healthy in the slightest, as you can see. But I've been making strides to improve myself, not just through gaming, but like through me as a person and how to be better. And just it felt like that weekend was just a sign that everything I've been doing, the amount of hard work I've been putting in, is paying off, and that I finally like broke through and accomplished a big goal of mine.
Good to hear that. Man, you said some.
That is a ongoing battle.
But yes, that picture will appear on Twitter. See any more of it.
We'll just
feel like
spam post it.
I feel like it's just gonna randomly show up
It's
out of the
going
blue.
to just because it's gonna be funny. But no, congratulations, man. I was in the shop screaming with customers in the fucking store. I know Khan was yelling, driving in his car. So
Yeah, Corny said he was screaming. Him and Billy were
Dude,
screaming at
Sean,
their.
Sean said he was
monitors.
yelling at his monitor. It was like, it's glorious.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
So,
Raining upstate together. I
so-
was just.
Go ahead.
Oh my
Go ahead.
god. It. I feel like if I won, I would have just broken down.
If you
Like,
won,
right there
I
and then.
probably would have broke the store's fucking computer. monitor.
Yeah.
I would have flipped the damn thing off the desk. Like, the customers
There's
would
been
have
a
been
lot.
like,
There's been
what's, customers,
there's
what's happening? You have no fucking idea what's happening.
Like, I
We're
felt
closed.
like a lot of
We're
people would have
closed.
just flipped out and just broke something, just like out of shock.
We're closed. I gotta get to Chicago ASAP.
Book my flight now.
And like, you saw me, like, you saw how I was like after Duel Kevin. Like, that wasn't me like beating myself up.
Oh, I know.
Maybe
It's,
maybe like a little bit. It was just like the moment of like, the moment was like taken from me, and I just got like reeled back. But like, I shook it off in like a minute. It was nothing like that. Like, oh my god, I failed. Blah blah blah. It was just like coming down from that high
Mhm.
of like just it's just such a, like a stressful moment, and just I lost in a scramble. I lost in a trade combo. Like, it just wasn't meant to be. But like, I did my best.
did good too.
Yeah.
Dead. So, other than placing, what's the other memorable moments for you from this year's Frosty Fausting? Other than the toilet getting clogged and flooding the bathroom.
That, no, that didn't happen. Thankfully.
Thank God.
Oh god.
Especially with me sitting on the floor.
Hey man, that's just how many trips have you been on? Excuse me. Like, how many like majors have you gone to? Smash or FGC?
Me?
Yeah.
I think 5. Why do you ask?
You knew you were probably sleeping on the floor because you came in late, right?
Yeah.
Why did
The
you
guy
not?
accepted that.
Why did you not bring like a spare blanket or a pillow?
I
Or
thought,
like your
like,
months?
Asking the
No.
real questions.
I thought the hotel would have extra.
It-
And I usually sleep with my headphones on when people are snoring.
Pro
Just like
tip.
last year.
Get
Pro
earplugs.
tip.
Get earplugs.
Pro tip: if you want extra anything, do it at around the morning time to afternoon, because at around after 3 to 5, you won't get people to give you extra.
Yeah, that was a little too late for us. We got there at like 7.
Ah,
But I'm like the next day. So like, if you're going on these trips, and you know you're probably gonna be sleeping on the floor, bring a blanket, bring a sleeping bag, bring earplugs, bring a spare pair of headphones. Cause like we'll try to accommodate you as much as you can, but sometimes you're just gonna be SOL. And it's happened to me multiple times. I've been on multiple trips where shit just doesn't go right.
Yeah,
And,
it's
like-
definitely an eye opener for me.
Yeah, like the first,
Oh.
like one of the first trips I was in the college bowling team of an MVCC. My coach at the time, oh my god, you thought we were bad. I thought I was sleeping next to a chainsaw, bro. Like I couldn't hear my own thoughts. It was so damn loud. Like, I'm talking like that. Like, sorry to people
Okay.
listening, but like it was horrible. Like, sometimes it's just gonna happen. So you gotta try to prepare as much as you can for it.
Okay.
It's telling you the truth,
And-
man.
And now, mind you, like I was about like, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 19.
19? I was about your age when that happened to me too. So, kind of an eye opener, because you don't know how people are when you live with them for a little bit, even if it's for like an hour or so. Like
Yeah.
them outside of going somewhere when you're around people you know, in a more of like a private environment. If you're like spending the night, or if you're in a hotel with them, you kind of learn how they are. And like, it's a funny example. You could be friends with someone and really care about them, but you might not want to live with them.
No, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
True, three.
So like, just when you go on these kind of trips, you got to try to be prepared in any way. Like, I even thought about bringing earplugs for the guys, and like I totally forgot to. Well, I thought about, oh, we'll just go to Target, but then it was like 30 below, so that didn't happen.
I
But
was
it was
about to go Target, but it was close.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is just like, well, what I was gonna say was that like I started snoring because I had gained weight over the pandemic. I ended up losing some of it. I
That's
got
good.
back down to about 200, and sometimes I was snoring, sometimes I wasn't. But you don't know. You can't control stuff like that. So long story short, just if you know something like this is probably gonna happen, try to prepare as much as you can for it. So
Yeah.
it's a learning lesson.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been there, and I'm sure all of us have in some way.
Truth.
I forgot to mention something.
Go
What's
ahead.
that?
This I don't know if this is probably like standard at all majors, but I've never been. But I love the fact that the casual ballroom was open 24 hours. I mean,
So that
I
doesn't.
wasn't.
Go ahead.
That's on a
Yeah.
major.
Yeah, that's not like
It
a
doesn't
typical
happen
thing,
everywhere.
That
but like
that is
Frosty
so
does
cool.
it. I think Combo Breaker does. I could be
Yeah,
wrong. I think
Combo Breaker does it. Frosty
Breaker
does
does
it. The Otaku does it. The thing is, most majors nowadays, the really, really big ones, they started implementing the 24-hour venue policy like a few years ago. So it's awesome.
It's awesome. It's just like you can get, because I wake up sort of early, so I would just go get breakfast and then go into the ballroom and just get some casual sets, and that was incredible. It's just because like, you know, not that many people around here play Strive, so just to be in a room with just like a bunch of people in line to just play Strive all day, I was like, holy shit, this
Oh,
I'm-
it's great.
I am a little
it's so
sad
great.
Oh
that
yeah,
I
that's a
didn't get
great.
as much casual as I wanted to.
That was the biggest the biggest thing I took away from that was all the casuals and how good the really good people are. But it was sick. I was like, wow, I could literally just play all day. Like my hands was cramping up. That's how much I was playing casuals.
I didn't really care about casuals. I really avoided casuals as much as I could. I really did.
You're a busy man, my friend.
It's not even that. It's just that, again, remember, I have not been fighting for a really long time. And I also am that type of person that hates having to like make a line for, oh yeah, you know, can I play next? And you gotta either put up with people who play a few more games or whatever, or you're always in that pressure that there's like a line. I don't like that. So I don't like to deal with that. So I'd rather just not like play casuals if I can avoid it, unless it's a game that I really, really wanna like get good results in. I don't really bother, but people are mostly cool because when I play Plus R, man, Plus R players are built different, so I enjoy that. But for this major, I did not care about playing at all.
Up, Courtney.
Yep, Courtney in the. So we got yeah, Elgoose, Courtney,
Jay.
JD Reno. How's Gamer Dude?
Gamer Dude is playing right now. He's the Alex.
Ah, okay.
Legs.
He's a KI player.
Ah, okay.
But trying to think of anything else. So I normally, everyone knows how this show goes. I
Oh.
normally don't ask the questions. Rick does. Rick always has questions ready. Sadly, I don't. Have
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have another story.
Go ahead. You're more than
Like,
welcome.
I
Let him rip, man. We got
I
up to half an hour left, so
Yeah.
let him rip.
I forgot because I get distracted with the whole sleeping experience. But the first time we get there, okay. We're tired. It's cold to go out. We're just gonna order food, so we try to order pizza. I think it was. We tried calling a couple places. One of them wouldn't deliver. It was too far away, because the whole Chicago being a big city and all that.
If it's not
So-
Portillo's or Giordano, I'll be very upset.
It wasn't.
Okay, I'm upset.
How
We
dare
just-
you.
Because we're like, well, they're not gonna cut. Well, Jeremy didn't want deep dish, and I kind of agree with him. I wanted to try it, but wasn't really gonna be a fan of it, probably. So we're just like, whatever. We'll get Pizza Hut. We tried a couple places. They wouldn't accept our order. So we finally got a Pizza Hut. Jeremy, we placed the order. And Jeremy sits through, has to wait through the automated, because Pizza Hut's automated, it's a big chain. Automated, has to sit through that. Finally, after like 15 minutes, it goes through. So now we're waiting for this pizza. We go out, say hi to everybody. And now we're waiting for this pizza. It is... Huh. I guess my subscription... Sorry, something else. Not the way HBO Max.
My subscription to Pizza Hut just ran out, just in time.
Yeah. No,
My free monthly pizza, no!
my HBO Max subscription ran out, so I don't know what that's about. So, anyway, going back to this story. So, everything's, doing pretty good. Everything's alright. So, we wait for the pizza, and it's about time. They said they'd call us. And then there is nothing. No response, no nothing. We're like, okay, did something happen? So, Jeremy looks at his phone. He realizes he accidentally butt dialed 911.
Oh, boy.
Oh no!
Wow.
And so Jeremy's like, did I just dial 911? And we realize, and we call his phone, and I missed it because he called his phone wasn't working. Tried calling his phone wasn't working. Then he realized he butt dialed 911. So he looked it up. If you call 911 and don't answer, even if if you accidentally dial 911 and it goes through. If you hit dial 911 and you stop it immediately, whatever. But if it calls and the connection goes through, you have to talk to them and you have to tell them, hey, it was a mess up. Please disregard this. You have to tell them, because if not, your phone service is connected to 911. And you have to, almost permanently, in a way. Because what it is that, it's a separate line, it's a separate service. You can call 911 if you have no service or something. You can call 911. Say not no service. Say if you don't have a plan or something, you call 911. So what it did is that he was connected to 911 through their proxy server, whatever, and had to call them back to get his phone connection back.
Jesus.
So he did that, and then finally, that was taken care of. So in the meantime, between that, he called my phone, said, hey, I'm sorry. My phone got stuck. I called 911 on accident. So they had already came with our food, and they went back. They were 10, 15 minutes away. So they called, and then they had to come back and waited for them, and then we got the food. So yeah, had a moment there where Jeremy's phone just stopped working because he butt dialed 911 and had no idea.
That's crazy.
Only Jeremy.
Poor Jeremy. That's a...
The only weird story I have, quote unquote weird, is when I played Exert Team and Strive Team, but I don't think it's weird enough to actually say.
I let it rip.
So I was playing the after party because I really like the after party and I just shooting the shit in after parties.
Mhm.
So I decided I'm going to sign up for both teams for Exert and Strife. Mind you, I haven't played Strife in like 3 to 5 patches ago. And I haven't played Exert since the beta. So the joke is that when I played Strive, I had to play this top Axel player from Florida. I mean,
Was it what the hell is his name? Zentai?
yes.
Yep, I know who Zentai is. He played Mortal Kombat with us too.
Yep. And he knows me because we talked last year, Frost. And since he knows my friend from Florida, then we basically know each other through proxy because we're Axel players. But I haven't played Axel and Strive in a really long while. So when I had to play him, I told him, "Hey, you wanna make this funny?" And he goes like, "How?" And then Zentai goes, "How do you want to make this funny? Let's just do Axel mirrors." So we did Axel mirrors, and let me tell you, I am not good at playing a character that I have not played in months. Let's just put it that way. After my Strive game, like maybe 15 to 20 minutes later, they were gonna put me up on Exert teams, which was like across the other stream, which is a few walks away.
Mhm.
And the guys went like, "Yo, Cap, if we call you, can you play the Axel mirror?" And I'm like, "Bro, I haven't played Axel in a really long time. I played Raven." They're like, "Can you play the Axel mirror?" I'm like, "Fine." I found out who the Axel player was. I will not be naming names. But if I knew it was that guy, I would have picked Raven. Because I know who that guy was. Let's just put it that way. And, yeah. Yeah, my Exert Axel went just as good as I thought it would go. As in, not at all.
Maybe that done.
That is only weird, quote-unquote, weird story I have. So, yeah, like, I don't have anything like Chris or Jeremy level weird.
It's alright. Jack, do you have any other crazy story? You're the one that usually has the craziest of the crazy stories.
I unfortunately really do not this year, besides like the flooding the bathroom story and how I got super fucking sick on Thursday.
Really?
Wait, when?
Thursday, like when I told you guys like I didn't get any sleep and I couldn't stop using the fucking bathroom.
Ah, okay.
Alright, so I guess I'll ask
Okay, just skip.
when you were walking around, because you were the cosplayer. Soul
Oh,
bad
dear.
guy. What was?
Oh my God,
What was?
I got a few good.
Give me some like stories in that area.
When I went to the artist alley, one of the artists was like, "Oh, I love your like Lapco Soul Bad Guy cosplay." I'm like, "Thanks."
Nice.
And
I
like
had no idea.
I'm like actually like Soul Bad Guy from River City. He's like, "Oh fuck, I should have known. I'm playing for that game right now." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." And some dude was like doing an interview type ordeal, like for his YouTube channel, and I wait in line, and I was behind this like random dude, and he's like, he looked at me weird. He's like, "Is your hair just like that?" And I'm like, I just wanted to fuck with him. No, he said, "Are you in cosplay?" I'm like, "No. My hair is just like this." And I'm just like fucking with him. And he's like, "Oh, really? Really? That's really cool." I'm like, "Yeah." I just like wake up in the morning and just like spray it, you know, and get all spiked up for this event, you know. This is my natural hair. I just dress like this on a daily basis. And he believes me. Like, he honestly God believes me. He's like, "Oh, really, really?" I'm like, "No, I'm just fucking with you."
Good old Jack.
Besides that, I got a bunch of decent / good cosplay pictures. people did recognize my cosplay, which made me happy, and what it was from.
Good. Did you enter the contest?
Yeah, it was really eye-opening. Everyone had really fucking good cosplays.
I saw the Potemkin one.
Yeah, they won. Theirs was really good. A lot of the cosplays were really fucking good. I knew I wasn't gonna win due to how good they were, but it like really inspired me to. What I learned, it was definitely a learning experience because what I learned is that like cosplay contests usually prioritize like. What did Ken say?
I recognized it. Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's who I was. It really opened my eyes because what I learned at most cosplay contests prioritizes like complexity.
Hmm.
And not really like recognizability. Because they didn't know like even though it was an FGC event, they didn't know any fucking Guilty Gear character. Like I ever heard them ask the Giovanna cosplayers like, "Oh, what's with the belts? What are they for?" And it's just like, I don't fucking know. Ask Daisuke.
Wow,
It's true.
bruh, that's fucked up. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite interactions was like, one of the judges was like, "Oh, I like your glasses," and the cosplayer was like, "Thank you, I need them to see." And I thought that was funny.
It's classic.
But yeah, I think next time I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try like not spend a month on my cosplay. Which, granted, I'm happy with the fucking result. Don't get me wrong. I think it came out fucking great, especially
It
since I
looked
pour
really
like
good.
my. Thank you. Since I pour like my blood, sweat, and tears into
I mean,
it.
how many times did you come into my store because you had to go to Joanne Fabrics?
A lot.
A lot.
Well, to be fair, it was for like multiple cosplays.
Still. Oh, sick. You didn't. You
Um,
should do a sword for it.
That's the plan. I think next time I'm gonna cosplay as like Strive Soul, cause I think it's definitely complex enough.
What you're saying is you're gonna have it finished for Combo Breaker.
No, wait, maybe? I don't
Damn,
know.
I tried.
Potentially. I thought about working on the River City Girls 2 sword, but like, I don't think I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think they allowed weapons. Quotation
I
in the venue,
No.
don't think so.
which made me
Depends on the venues like rule. I know some venues are different.
it made me really fucking sad because like I checked out the Kai's Twitter and they had like Kai's sword and it was super fucking accurate. The only weapon I saw was like Noel's guns and that's it.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
And Fairy's fucking no, her jar. The jar. The
Jar.
ghost jar. Splooge jar. So yeah, I think next time I just go cosplay as Drive Soul. I think it's complex enough for me to win.
I
In my
think
opinion.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's kind of disrespectful that you're in a fighting game tournament. You don't have at least one cosplay judge that knows a fighting game character.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
It is a little wild. Last year, I signed up my like. It was CEO, and I saw my no, it was Breaker, and I saw my Yunar Kami cosplay, and they didn't know who. Only one of them vaguely knew who I was. And they're like, "Oh, you're from Persona, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Unfortunately.
Fortunate. Nice.
That would have been a Chris line.
So
yeah,
I think.
unfortunately, it's Persona, not Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. You know, these kids. Freaking kids.
These fucking children don't know
Children don't know.
a real man's game.
Yeah, play a root.
So yeah, I think I'm just gonna work on Strive Soul because I think it's definitely a lot more complex, and complex enough for me to hopefully win.
Okay.
I think I could pull it off,
I'm excited to see it.
especially since like a lot of people really liked my wig, which I'm still gonna modify. I'm gonna modify the wig because I'm not happy. I don't know if you saw Chris, but like the wig, it had like hair clips on it, so it would curve, but like the final product did not curve, so I might apply more hairspray into it so to curve of the wig sticks out more. And I'll probably just keep the wig the same.
I've had to use wigs a couple times. They do not listen to what you want them to do.
Yeah, you need to spray the fuck out of them.
I just wear
Easy
giant
spray.
helmets.
Mm.
I'll make you a deal. Go to Combo Breaker and you have your cosplay done. I'll bring the Hello Kitty costume.
The only issue is like I don't know if I'm going to Combo Breaker this year.
That's why if you go, finish your costume.
I have no idea how the hell you guys are.
Well,
ever gonna-
like I'm also thinking about going to MomoCon this year.
I won't go to that.
Cause that's fair.
I can't.
Why?
I got
you
approved for
banned?
Combo Breaker, and that's good enough for me.
That's fair.
I'm basically taking, because we're driving, because I've done the drive before, and it's not really that bad. And plane tickets, I don't feel like paying for another plane ticket.
Well, if I'm going, and you got room for one more.
I'm pretty sure we could fit someone else. We've got an SUV and everything.
Base.
But yeah, that's my deal to you. If you go and you finish this costume, I will bring the Hello Kitty. Walk around the venue with it.
Maybe.
I'll even make a giant anchor. They won't
If
let me bring
if
it
they
in.
fucking let it in.
What if they'll let
it in.
the dolphin, the inflatable dolphin I was throwing at
Oh, they'll let
people?
the fucking dolphin in. There's
They'll
no
let
way
the
in how they
dolphin.
don't let it in. No way in how they don't let it in. The anchor, probably not.
I didn't make an anchor. I just bought it. I was like, I'm gonna buy an inflatable dolphin.
Hopefully, I'm hoping Combo Breaker has like different rules compared to
And-
Frosty, and like I can actually bring like Souls, the Junkyard Dog, or the Outrage.
It's been a long time since I've been to Breakers.
I definitely think I can finish it by Combo Breaker. Potentially, technically I already got the wig done. So really, all I need to do is like a shit ton of sewing and buy all my products. But that also involves me learning how to sew.
I believe.
I could do it. I'm good at learning shit quickly.
Marquise, you're awful quiet over there.
I'm still here.
Still here. I thought you checked out.
Man's
No, I'm still
focusing.
here.
Oh. Alright. Anybody else got any crazy stories? Not crazy stories?
I'm trying to think here.
I don't have a crazy story, but I learned. So since this is my first major, I went to room by myself, and I really like rooming by myself. That's what I learned. Especially after hearing all the stories of sharing, I was like, I'm just have my own room and not share anything. So if you ever have the opportunity, I'd for sure recommend it.
Bleh.
So every time I've went, I've only ever shared the room with one other person, and I've never had a problem. I'm thankful for that. Because, like Marquis, after hearing your guys' story, it's like, I don't know if I can be as nice anymore.
Yeah.
Especially if I, the one that could end up sleeping on the floor, and I'd be super fucking pissed.
I was about to kill myself. Keep myself safe.
But
Well, lesson learned.
fucking Honan playing that Blanca costume.
The stuffed animal?
Yeah.
The mascot, bro?
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Wait, is it still running?
Yeah, they're still playing.
Because I'm getting a black screen on my end.
Oh, they're still going.
But yeah, right now I'm just getting... I'm thinking about taking a break from fighting games for a little bit. So maybe that'll give me more time to work on my cosplay.
Oh, there we go. Maybe I just resetted my.
Twitch being.
So I've been just I've been going to Strive's model viewer and taking pictures of like So Bad Guy like all angles to get everything just right and all the specific details.
Reference photos?
Hell yeah.
I believe you'll have it done.
It's
You just
doable.
drive around town one day, dress up like it.
Wait, that sounds fun as fuck. Especially since like
Takes it serious. Wait a minute, that sounds like a good idea.
I could do it, genuinely. I mean, people have done it before. I've saw like a video of like a Bridget May cosplayer going to a fucking aquarium. I could definitely like walk around myself bad guy cosplay like tomorrow or some shit.
Just make sure I'm present so I can laugh and take pictures.
So that reminds me. Me and a bunch of my friends, we did our Persona cosplays for P5. We did them at the local pins.
Oh dear.
It's like a much smaller it's like a bowling alley and arcade thing we have in the mall now at Singertown. Like 10 lanes and a small arcade and a bar. So yeah, we did that. Took a bunch of pictures.
That sounds fun, actually.
No fucking way I could do that by myself.
I couldn't. No way. So, all right. Anybody else? Any last minute stories you want to get in?
It was
Memories?
the weekend went and came by too quick. So
It
nothing for the
did,
weekend.
yeah. I think next year, which I told myself last year on Rock Queen F is like, I want to stay Sunday.
That's right. You guys all came back.
Yeah. It'd be like that though.
I just want to say Frosty was incredible. It was incredible.
I'm
Watching,
happy you had a good time. Hearing
Yeah.
hearing somebody go to the major for the first time and have a good time is always nice.
Especially
Watching
since, like,
the,
sorry,
like-
first, please.
watching the top 8 for the main game, it was just so hype. It's like I was hype. I'm hype watching it at home, but now it's like, oh, I'm here, and you just really feel all the energy of like the grand finals. That feeling is just incredible. The whole thing is just super incredible. It's very like alive in there.
Oh yeah, I just kept screaming, "Let's go, Happy Chaos" the entire time.
Fuck you.
That was funny.
The
he's
fuck
he's
outta
a
here.
funny guy. He's cool.
No.
He's a funny guy. Name me one thing wrong with Happy Chaos.
He's got guns in a game that
His
doesn't
gun
guns.
makes no sense.
Yeah, how is God like? Dude can literally
Funny.
be like -20 and then just be safe.
It's funny. That's
I'm-
pretty fucking funny.
I'm fine with all of that. The only thing I'm not fond of Happy Chaos, his gun design. It really, as a gun nut, it kind of like hurts.
He's a funny guy.
He is a funny guy though.
God damn it, Jack.
Oh my god, that fucking wig! I just remembered. I had to take it off at like after the cosplay contest because it gave me a huge migraine.
It's too tight.
I'd even
Can I-
had it like buckled. I think it must have been like I must have tightened my wig cap.
Yeah, your wig cap is
Hard.
too tight. That's why. Because the same thing happened to me. The very first time I wore a wig, it was at Anime in New York City a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I had a splitting headache. Like, it was bad. And then as soon as I took that off, it's like, it just went away immediately. Yeah, I was like, cutting off the flow to your brain. So, yeah, don't do that.
Haha, funny.
No, I'm dead serious.
I know.
Felt like somebody fucking took a hammer to my head. It was horrible.
I never put a wig on, so I don't know. Wouldn't know. I just wear a giant helmet that I can't see shit out of.
It'd be like that.
Fucking. So off topic of Frosty, I didn't get to go down there, but I know at least Chris did, and Li Joe was in town.
Cool.
You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Did
He
you
was
get to
chilling
play
with a
him?
few of his friends.
Get to play him with?
Oh,
in
no,
anything?
I didn't. Nah, I
Mhm.
didn't play him.
I got to play him in Tekken, and he washed me, and I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't know you know how to play this game.
Bro, he lives in NYC. He knows how to play a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Um.
But he's a really nice guy, really cool guy.
Yeah.
I didn't get to stay as long as like everyone else had to go home, but the time I spent there, he was really nice.
Let's go.
Jack, you sound tired.
I mean, I did have school today, and I just came back from the gym, so
Fair enough.
pretty productive day to say the least. I also cooked a burger as well, and it was pretty fucking good. Oh my god.
Good.
Oh shit.
No.
Shit, speaking of burgers. Fuck. Yeah, the Grand Blue Boys, we had a cookout in the hotel. Like, Super Nintendo made us some burgers, and they were really fucking good. In the fucking hotel, like they brought a grill and everything, and everyone was just vibing.
Oh, weird.
Like-
Cool, but weird.
We were smoking out the fucking hotel room. That's why I didn't get back to the room till like 1 a.m. It was funny.
I was gonna set up the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked too. We were hotboxing the fucking room with a burger smoke, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
They made us
sorry, I
some
just
really good burgers.
I was gonna say that was me a minute ago. I just caught Jeremy playing on TNS and he dropped a confirm and freaking lost. Rip. But yeah, we don't had our thing, but Jeremy came in 17th in DNF, which was essentially what they said was essentially their LCQ, because it was what Frosty was. It was the last step, or sorry, the last stop, and the Arc World
Revo?
Tour. Yeah, Arc Revo was one event, so like the Arc World Tour. So you had that's why Guilty Gear Strive had like 1,000 people and a lot of like.
Oh, for the Arxis World Tour.
Yes, the Arxis World Tour. And then DNF only had like about a little over 200, but they had people from out of country. I think they had a couple UK players, they had Japanese players, Korean players. It was Kubo that ended up winning, Japanese grappler, that Jeremy ran sets with, I think Friday, or it was that Thursday or Friday. And then Kubo knew him, so that was really cool.
Sick.
But yeah, just Jeremy wanted top 16, top 8. He did his best. Like top getting 17th in an LCQ is nothing to
Especially
scoff
with
at.
Some of the names I saw in that bracket.
Yeah. And he was playing grappler the whole way. So
I kind of figured he would. I heard they fixed him finally.
Yeah.
They fixed that, like, what was it? His parry was broken or something?
yeah, his parrot, it was bugged. But like Jeremy's that guy can pick up anything and do super well in it. Like I've learned a lot from playing him.
He's a really good player.
Jack's just salty he hasn't gotten the Grand Blue set yet.
Yeah.
You'll get it when the rollback edition comes out. I guarantee it.
No, I've actually been talking to Jeremy about like him helping me beat Mac, like how he helped Chris beat Mac.
It's good.
And he said he'd be down.
Jeremy,
help you.
Jeremy's always willing to help you. You just gotta ask him.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it at some point.
Jeremy
Maybe
just,
later
he just
tonight.
likes fighting games.
I also like games where you fight.
With your fists?
Yeah. Or spears.
Your damn zick.
Hey, I like Yuzuriha too.
Fair.
I was like fucking Elijah.
Can you beat him in Melty yet?
Bro, I played Melted like once.
So did I.
I still
And
need to decide if like
It was the time we played it on like a Friday night. You guys fucking forced me to.
yo, my Neko arc though.
Someone got the esports thing to pop up. That was fucking funny as hell.
I think it was Khan because we were fishing for it.
Fun little.
I still need to decide if I want to play KOF, Melty, or BBCF.
Sure, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We are at the almost the time that we end. So, any last minute thoughts you want to say to anybody before we close out the night here?
Yo, just play fighting games. They're mad fun.
My games are mad fun.
Agree. Cap, what about you?
Dive kick is fun.
Yeah, it is.
It is fun.
It is.
Marquise?
It is hard playing.
I
Is
would
that-
like to say it's sort of like what Chris and Jack said, but in general, just find a hobby you like, and the community that comes with it is probably gonna be one of the greatest experiences that you have. Just to be able to share something that you love to do with like people in your community, and to be able to travel and do things like that and meet other people that's also passionate about it. That stuff is incredible. So even if it's not fighting games for you, find your thing, you know.
I agree. That was said like a teacher, man.
Really
Like-
eloquent.
Play Dive Kick and Skullgirls. Yes, play Dive Kick and please play Skullgirls. Come mash with me.
Let's mash away.
Mash away. Alright then, well. Thank you guys for coming on. Some fun
Thanks for
stories.
having us.
I don't know, man. The bathroom story is still like kicking in my brain. I can just like envision it.
Yeah.
I feel like I really didn't have anything to say on.
It's all good. Get you on for the interview. Really,
Let me
interested-
know.
I'm really interested to hear some of the shit you'll say to the questions because the interview is me. I have the questions for that. Rick usually has the questions for stuff like this. He sadly he couldn't make it. So I was sitting here like, what would Rick ask? And that's me being honest.
Just let me know when you want to do it, and I'm still available.
Oh yeah. All right. I'd like to thank Junk Food Custom Arcades, Microgame, Syracuse Sucker Punch, and our brothers from Attack from All Sides for supporting the stream. Love you all. There will be no event Sunday. I forgot. I'm an idiot. The Super Bowl is Sunday, so like nobody's gonna be around.
My birthday is also this Sunday,
Jax,
and
everybody
the Smash
on
homies
Twitter
are hosting-
spam happy birthday to Saiyan Mario on Twitter.
and the Smash homies are hosting me a Grand Blue Fantasy Versus bracket.
Oh,
Will I
cool.
sign up? I don't know because they're throwing in the $50 pop bonus, but I also feel kind of
Where are they doing it?
icky.
Doing it
They're doing
larger?
it. Yeah, but I also feel kind of icky.
I might have to
Because-
close the store and just shoot arrows and try to win your guys' $50.
That's a good idea. But I feel kind of icky about like, basically a free tournament for me, and winning $50 out of it, versus people who like don't play the game. So I probably might either not sign up and just watch and give people advice, or do a random the entire tournament.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, do what you want at the end of the day, but they're also doing it for you.
That's
So-
true.
You gotta find what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Don't do things because you're forced to do them. Learn the hard way.
Like forcing yourself to play Street Fighter V online for 2 years.
Or play Marvel vs. Capcom for like
Doing it. I'm
3 to
posting
4
the
years.
picture, damn it.
Or playing.
I mean, I said online.
The picture is
Yeah, he
on the
did
He
say
said
screen.
online. He said online. He said online.
Picture will haunt you forever, friend. Alright.
I'm so glad. Cannot wait for SF6. It's gonna be such a smooth experience. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It'll be a fun game.
That is nothing to do with I mean the quality in online. It is a crapshoot.
That is
It's
fair.
just 4 more months. 4 more months, man.
I wish I could go to Combo Breaker, but because it's this year is the 10th year anniversary of Dive Kick. I wanted something special, like go to like Combo Breaker and CEO and run there at least. But Combo Breaker for me is an almost 0% chance of ever going because I never find a room to get.
Oh, they just fill up immediately.
Yeah, we
Immediately
got
is an
lucky.
understatement. It's the speed of fucking.
We got lucky. Honan was on top of that.
Oh, for Combo Breaker.
Yeah, he was on top of that shit.
Nice.
We're in the venue hotel.
Oh, you're in. Oh, you're in.
Yeah,
Like
we're
this
in-
year.
We're in. Yeah, we're in the actual venue. Steve did the same thing when we went to Evo.
I am like, I want to go to another major this year, but I haven't decided what it would be yet.
Oh, to Combo Breaker.
Combo Breaker, I'm iffy on because it is the week before Street Fighter 6.
That's fair.
So I don't know if the SF5
Ooh.
tournament. I don't know if the SF5 tournament's gonna be dead or if it's gonna be the biggest.
Probably dead. I don't know.
We want positivity here, Marquise. What the hell, man? It's gonna be completely dead.
I mean,
But I do want to experience Combo Breaker, so it's like I'm torn because I feel like, well, if I go to Combo Breaker, then I won't be able to go to Street Fighter 6 major. So I want to go to the Street Fighter
So-
6 major.
So, Chris, I want you to think of it this way: Combo Breaker will be the very last time Street Fighter V will be a main game.
Uh huh.
So, if you want to have the feeling or the opportunity of having Street Fighter V and play it as a main game for main game purposes, this is it. Because after this, people will go straight to Street Fighter 6, and the level of the amount of people that will play the previous game will lessen, but the quality will increase. So I don't know how you want to look at that view, but if you want to experience like a game as a main event, this is your last chance.
I've had my chance, and I'm very content.
You know what? I completely understand.
SF5 is like partially in the rearview mirror now for me. I'm like, I did the thing, and now like I'm ready for 6.
Okay, I respect that.
I do too.
As a
Just think about it though.
I'm warning you about this because I've been doing this. Like half of the games that are like inside game, some of that stuff I actually mained when they were main games. So I don't know how you want to feel like you'll get like if you don't want to go to the last Street Fighter V as a main game, remember that the Street Fighter V will be like at the same level as Street Fighter 4 and Strike. That you will have very dedicated players, but
Yeah.
it will never have that main stage like feel.
No, I've been through this multiple times. Like this
Okay.
is nothing new to me.
Okay, so I just wanted to like give you like double. Like-
No, I've been around for a while. Like it was weird when it happened with 4 and like other stuff like Marvel 3 and all that. Like no, I'm good. Like
All right, okay.
I hit my goal, and like if there was like a smaller one I could go to between now and then that was like in the Northeast, I would like to do that, but I don't really see that happening. But essentially just no. That's why like I'm on the fence about Combo Breakers. Like, oh, I go to Combo Breaker, but I'm like, do I really want to play another SF5 major? Like I want to play a Street Fighter 6 major.
Chat says they'll be playing Street Fighter 6 early copies and
Well, probably. But I mean,
right,
like,
because I might have.
I'd have more than one.
Never know.
That's true. You never know.
No.
It's some DNF.
I'll work my magic. Alright, guys. Gotta wrap it up now. Thank you guys for coming on. Again, the
problem.
stories were quite entertaining. I still think the bathroom story is my favorite.
I mean,
Other than-
I think
other
I
than-
think I'll lie and top the bathroom story.
Other than the main story of I got to watch Christy make top 8 and get
God.
top half, which is fucking awesome.
Mm,
So, any last,
Oh.
any very, very last words before we call it a night here?
I just want to say, all like the outpouring support from that. I loved every second of it. Like I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me.
problem, dude.
Like just hearing from everybody, seeing the group chat just light up. Oh my god, it meant a lot to me. I mean it.
Glad. That's good to hear. Show the picture one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Sent to me by Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. I didn't know if I was going to get this picture. I was going to have to hunt it down. So, but thank you again, guys. That note, good night and good luck.
Good night.
Hey, y'all.
I'll see you the 25th.